Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today's little project is this cute little Easter duckling with its bow. In order to make this, you need a googly eye or any type of safety eye. A button would also work, and your different color yarn and your hook. So let's do this. This pattern is worked with a magic ring. So you'll make a magic ring, and from there you're going to, let's not make such a big one, you're just going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 counts as your first double crochet. I'd like to invite you to subscribe to this channel, which is updated weekly with free tutorials and free patterns just like the one we're doing right now. Once you have your 3 chain, make 14 double crochets into the same space. So into that ring, you make sure to make 14 double crochets. And we're working with the head at this stage. Oops, it's running away from me. Let me just move this tail out of the way. So this is easier to do if the tail is out of the way. That's the 15th one. Please make a slip stitch in the first double crochet from the beginning. Chain 3, now we're going to work into the body. And turn your work. Skip the first stitch. Slip stitch into the next stitch. So the stitch you came out of, that's it there. Skip the stitch and you're going to go into that stitch. You're going to make a slip stitch, chain 2 and turn your work. You're going to make 1 double crochet in the same chain space. Now you're going to make 9 double crochets. Just 9. Instead of making 9 double crochets, please excuse me, make 9 trebles. So that's 1, 2 trebles. Remember, it's yarn over twice, please. 3, 4. Once you've made your 9 trebles, you're going to make chain 4 and slip stitch into the same space. Chain 1 and cut your yarn. So now you've done the head and the body. Now we're going to make, and we'll work the tails in last. Now we're going to make the nose. And, well, I should say beak. You're going to count from here 1, 2, 3. And that's where you're going to insert your hook. Right there. So we're going to work on our beak, and I'm going to use orange. Right. Once you have your wool attached, chain 3, slip stitch into the exact same space, chain 3, and slip stitch into the exact same space. Can you see that? Now pull your tail piece out and cut your yarn. Pull to secure. We'll work the tail piece, the tails away last. Now I'm going to make a very tiny bow. And what's nice about this little project is that you can use any yarn that you have left from previous projects. You don't have to buy other yarn. So make a slip knot, chain 2, I should actually say, let's not do that way. It's simpler with a magic ring because it's so small. So just make a magic ring and immediately chain 2, then 1 double crochet, chain 2, and slip stitch into your ring. So you've made one part of the bow, one half. Again, chain 2, 1 double crochet into the same space, chain 2, slip stitch back into your magic ring. While you have your hook attached here, pull tight your tail of your magic ring. Leave a nice piece of yarn to work in because you need to secure this. Right? So here's my little bow. In order to make this as simple as possible, I'm just going to take both ends and push it through the gap. Then I'm going to turn it so that it looks pretty. Bring it down a bit to close that gap. Now I'm going to use, you can use a crochet hook or a yarn needle to darn this. In order to keep this in place, I need to put a stitch this side and a stitch that side, or 2 stitches. So once you have it in place, I'm just going in, making a stitch while I'm pushing through, pulling out, and going back in. And I'm going to do that on the opposite side. Nothing fancy. I'm going to do that with the neck, with this piece of tail also. Once I did that, the only thing I did was make a notch here, and I will be working in the tails when I'm completely done. If you don't want to use the pink, you can use any other color that you prefer. When you turn this over, this is how this is going to look, this little duckling. And do not forget to add the eye. And this is how simple this is. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, when you try this out, please tag me in your video. This is the Queen Phoenix out. I'll get you on the next video, and enjoy crocheting.